Welcome to 2 Minutes of Truth about the Port Arthur Massacre. Episode 3, the FAL. It's widely accepted that on the 28th of April 1996, Martin Bryant woke up, decided to kill people, and drove to Port Arthur, where he did just that. The next morning, 35 people were dead, 25 wounded, and the nation was never the same. This is a Colt AR-15. It fires bullets which are .223 inches in diameter. This is an FAL. It fires larger bullets, which are .308 in diameter. Let's consider the police interview with Martin Bryant. He had just admitted that he owned the AR-15, although he strongly denied shooting anyone. The police began. This is a .308 caliber FN weapon. Do you remember where? Martin replied, I've never seen that one before. Never. That's not one of mine. The police said, Are you sure? Martin replied, No, definitely not. Never seen that in my life. It's nice though. Police said, I'll just ask Mr. Warren to pick up a scope that we have there on the floor, because that might be causing the confusion. I believe that scope was probably fitted to that gun before we got it. Now does that? Martin replied, No, I've never seen that scope before in my life. Never. No, I've never seen that scope in my life. Martin clearly says that he did own the AR-15 and a .308 AR-10, but he has never seen this FAL before. His own AR-10, a very different rifle, but using the same caliber, was being repaired in a gun shop at the time of the shooting. Now the prosecution said that spent cartridge cases from the massacre were matched to this FN rifle, which Martin adamantly denied ever seeing before. Further, Martin's own testimony says that he used the AR-15 when abducting his hostage Rick at the Fortescue Bay turnoff. None of Martin's comments fit the prosecution's story, but they never bothered to check his alibi. As far as they were concerned, they had their man, and there was no possibility that Martin had been set up. Far from a confession, Martin's statement proves that the prosecution case was very flimsy, and if his defence had been permitted to cross-examine, they could easily have exposed these lies. Somebody shot 50 people that day, but it likely was not Martin Bryant. They may have used his AR-15 rifle in the cafe, but as soon as it ran out of ammunition, they switched to a heavier caliber. Was it their own, more familiar rifle, a type that was still in use by some parts of the Australian Army at the time? Did they plan on using Martin's AR-10, but when they discovered it was in a workshop for repair, they used this one instead? How many unanswered questions and coincidences does it take before we accept that there needs to be a formal investigation? There is reasonable doubt and zero DNA evidence that Martin Bryant was in the cafe. The victims and their families deserve closure, and we all need